Have you ever wondered how some people seem to carry the love they've shared with others? Even after so many years? How do they keep the memories alive? And what if I told you there's a woman who, for 30 years, has written a love letter every day to her husband, even though he passed away decades ago? Imagine for a moment, every morning, this woman sits down at her desk, with a pen in hand, and writes. It's not just a letter, it's her daily ritual, a way to stay connected to the love of her life. A love that hasn't faded with time, but has only grown stronger. The letters she writes are filled with memories, but they also carry something else, something deeper, a living connection to the past. An ongoing conversation that refuses to be silenced by time. So, why does she do it? Why does she continue writing every day, even after all these years? This story is about more than just love, it's about how we keep the things that matter most alive. Even when they seem distant, it's about finding ways to stay connected, to remember, and to celebrate the bonds we share, no matter how much time has passed. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how one simple act, writing a letter, can carry with it the power to transform your memories into a source of strength. We'll explore how rituals, even the smallest ones, can help you honor the past, connect with the present, and keep your heart full of love, even when you're grieving. Stay with me, because I believe that by the end of this video, you'll see that love doesn't have to fade with time, it can live on. And even grow, in the simplest of daily actions. Let's dive into this beautiful story, and maybe, just maybe, it will inspire you to create your own rituals to honor the ones you love. Now that we've introduced the concept of turning memories into daily rituals, let's explore the magic of what happens when we begin to make those memories a part of our everyday lives. She still writes a letter every day, even though he passed away more than 30 years ago. A woman, sitting by her desk with a pen in hand and a well-worn notebook, pouring out her love for the husband she lost, someone who is no longer physically present. This story might make you pause and ask, why does she do this? How can such a simple act, repeated daily, preserve love for over 3 decades after her partner is gone? When we lose someone we love, it often feels like a part of us has disappeared with them. That absence is not easily filled. But in this story, what's remarkable is how she found a unique way to keep love alive, not just in memory, but in every letter, every word she writes. Writing every day is not just about remembering the beautiful moments they shared, it's about keeping that love alive. Day after day, her love isn't just a memory, it's a living, breathing act. Every morning, she sits down and writes a letter, not simply to relive the past, but to continue the conversation. Perhaps that's the beauty of her ritual. It's a way to stay connected, to nurture something that cannot be touched, seen, or heard in the traditional sense. It's something that's shared, not in the physical world, but in the emotional and spiritual one. Have you ever thought about what you hold onto after a loved one passes? Those little acts, like writing a letter, lighting a candle, or listening to their favorite song, can help keep their memory alive in our hearts. It's a way to stay connected, not just to the past, but to the love that never truly leaves. For older adults, maintaining connections to those we love can be incredibly important, especially in moments of solitude. Those small, everyday rituals can bring comfort, reminding us that our loved ones are still with us in spirit, even if they're no longer physically here. Imagine, for a moment, waking up each day with the chance to recreate something familiar, something that brings you peace, like tending to a garden you once shared with someone, or continuing to read a favorite book that you used to read together. These small actions don't just honor the past, they create a sense of continuity, a bridge between memories and the present. Rituals aren't just about remembering, they are about living. They give us a way to carry the love of someone we've lost, turning that love into something we can still touch, feel, and experience every day. And through these small, meaningful actions, we create space for connection, even in the silence. So, let's consider the lesson from this story. Love doesn't just exist in memories. It can live on in small, everyday actions. By creating rituals, whether it's writing a letter, listening to a song, or caring for something shared, we maintain our connection to those we love. And in doing so, we fill our hearts with peace and warmth, keeping loneliness at bay. Now, Let's take a deeper look into how these rituals not only preserve memories but also bring joy and fulfillment to the present moment. When we think about rituals, we often imagine grand ceremonies, big events full of people, special speeches, and expensive decorations. But what if I told you that the most meaningful rituals can be the simplest ones? The ones that fit into your daily life and can be done in the comfort of your own home? Rituals don't have to be large to be powerful. In fact, some of the most meaningful ways we honor our loved ones are found in the small, quiet moments we create for ourselves. Let's go back to the story of the woman who writes a letter every day to her late husband. 30 years after his passing, she hasn't stopped writing to him. For her, it's not just a way of remembering him. It's a ritual that keeps their love alive. This simple act helps her stay connected to the man she loved. Even though he's no longer here, it's a daily practice, one that doesn't need a big audience or a special occasion. But it's something that brings her peace and comfort. You don't have to write letters every day to honor the memory of someone you love. There are many small, personal rituals that can help you keep that connection alive. For example, perhaps you've lost a spouse or a dear friend, and you find comfort in a quiet ritual like writing down your favorite memories with them. Maybe you create a special corner in your home, a place where you display photographs, letters, or objects that remind you of them. A woman might choose to spend a few minutes every week writing in a journal about the times she shared with her late husband. Or a grandfather might revisit the love letters he once wrote to his wife when they were young. These rituals don't have to be big or costly, they just need to come from the heart. But why are these rituals so powerful? The truth is, they provide something that many older adults often feel they're missing: connection. As we age, it can be easy to feel like we're drifting away from the people we love, especially when they're no longer physically with us. But these simple rituals serve as bridges, helping us stay connected to the past, to the memories that shaped us, and to the people we've lost. They give us a sense of continuity, a feeling that our loved ones are still present in our lives, even in the smallest ways. Take, for example, an elderly couple who, every weekend, continue to cook each other's favorite dishes. It's a small ritual, but it helps them stay connected as they age. Even though the years pass and things change, that shared habit keeps their love alive, reminding them of the bond they've built over the years. It's not about the food, but about the act of doing something special for each other, of creating a space where memories can be cherished and new moments can be made. Now, many people make the mistake of thinking that to truly honor someone, the ritual has to be elaborate or costly. They might feel that they need a grand gesture, like holding an expensive memorial service or buying elaborate gifts. But that's simply not true. The most meaningful rituals are often the simplest ones, those that we can do every day, in ways that fit with our lives and our circumstances. You don't need a big budget to create a meaningful tribute. It's about finding what works for you, whether it's a quiet moment to reflect, a small gesture of kindness, or a simple act that holds great emotional value. The lesson here is clear: small, personal rituals can bring immense joy and peace. They allow us to honor our past, to stay connected to the ones we've loved, and to find meaning in the present. These rituals don't have to be grand, they just need to be genuine. Something that helps us feel grounded, connected, and at peace. As we continue our journey through this story, we'll explore how these simple rituals can play an even bigger role in bringing us comfort and keeping our hearts open. The power of connection, no matter how small the gesture, is something we all need, especially as we grow older. Now, let's move on to see how these rituals can continue to shape our lives and help us find new ways to celebrate the love we carry in our hearts. Memories are often seen as little more than reflections of the past, fragments of time that we look back on when we feel nostalgic or wistful. But what if I told you that memories have the power to be something much more? They can be a source of strength, a reservoir of energy that helps us navigate through the challenges of life. Especially as we age, they're not just something we keep in the past, they're powerful tools that can fuel us, inspire us, and give us the courage to keep moving forward. Think about the woman we've been talking about, the one who writes a love letter to her husband every day. Even though he's been gone for 30 years, she isn't just remembering him, she's drawing strength from their memories, from their life together. Each letter she writes serves as a way to keep that love alive, to keep his spirit with her. It's not just a ritual of remembrance, it's a way to tap into the emotional power of their shared history. For her, memories are more than just memories, they're a source of daily strength. Now, imagine how you could use your own memories, the ones you hold dear, to create a foundation of strength in your life. Perhaps you've overcome a difficult time in your past, or maybe there are stories that bring you joy every time you recall them. Those are the memories that can serve as beacons of hope, as motivation when life feels a little too heavy. Think of a grandmother who tells stories about her life to her grandchildren. She's not just sharing memories, she's passing on life lessons, values, and wisdom. Through her stories, she gives her grandchildren a glimpse into her experiences, teaching them the importance of resilience, love, and family. And in return, those memories become part of her legacy, a powerful force that continues to shape the lives of the next generation. For older adults, using memories as a source of inspiration is incredibly important. Life has its ups and downs, and the weight of time can sometimes feel overwhelming. But when we reflect on the challenges we've overcome, the victories we've celebrated, or even the small moments of joy, those memories become more than just recollections, they become a source of motivation. Consider an elderly man who often talks about the marathon he ran when he was younger. Every time he shares that story, it doesn't just remind him of his strength in the past, it fuels his sense of vitality in the present. It reminds him that he is capable, that he has always been capable of doing hard things, and that spirit hasn't left him. How can you use your own memories to inspire yourself? Think about those moments when you felt proud of yourself, when you overcame a challenge, or when you made a positive impact on someone else. Reflect on those times, and let them motivate you to take on new challenges, to stay active, and to continue making a difference. You don't have to run a marathon to feel strong. You can find strength in the everyday moments that define your life. But how do we keep these memories alive? Not just in our hearts, but in a way that we can return to them when we need them. There are simple ways to preserve memories for a lifetime. Taking photos, writing in a journal, or even creating video recordings of important moments are all ways to keep those memories vivid and accessible. A family, for example, might create a photo album that's not just a collection of pictures, but a living document of their shared history. Each photo tells a story, and as they flip through the pages together, they relive those moments, share laughter, and feel connected to one another. It's not just a keepsake, it's a tool for maintaining emotional connection, for keeping the threads of family and love intact, no matter how far apart they may be physically. The lesson here is clear. Memories are not just precious treasures, they are powerful tools that can shape our lives for the better. When we know how to turn our memories into sources of motivation and strength, we can face the future with confidence and a sense of purpose. Whether you're reflecting on a past achievement, recalling a moment of joy, or simply remembering the love of someone who has passed, those memories can help you keep moving forward. They are more than just stories, they are the foundation of your legacy, the fuel for your spirit, and the reminder that you have always been strong. As we move forward, let's take a moment to think about how we can create new memories, new rituals, and new ways to honor the people and experiences that have shaped us. Because when we know how to hold on to the past and bring it into the present, we can live more fully and with more purpose.